The weekend box office numbers are in, and Scarlett Johansson's Lucy took the #1 spot, grossing over $44 million. Coming in second was The Rock's Hercules, bringing in $29 million, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes rounding out the top three with $16.4 million. Amy Rose, buy or sell these box office results?
I'll buy them. Scarlett Johansson is very hot right now. I also think this was
always been hot.
No, but I'm saying in terms of like the appeal, she's always been hot. She's pretty much the epitome of hot women. But
even in The Horse Whisperer, wasn't she in The Horse Whisperer? No,
probably.
It was someone else. She was like a little girl.
But it was very strategic
wow,
of them
cute.
to release this during Comic-Con week because obviously Black Widow, what she's done, and I think this does show there is a high demand for female-fronted action movies. Yeah. So I'm excited about this. Hercules. I mean, Dwayne is still very, very loved. We love The Rock, but I would just say, go ahead, Christian. He's excited.
No, I just was going to go with your point.
Yeah.
I think the reason that I buy these box office is because I think Marvel had a lot to do with Hercules not doing as well as it did. And the reason I say that is because Black Widow, in her own movie, regardless if it's a Black Widow movie, you're like, well, wait a minute, I really liked her in Captain America 2, I really liked her in Avengers 2.
She's great.
She can handle action.
I embrace her as an action star now. I'll go watch this.
Yeah.
So
and
that
it's
makes
Luc
sense.
Besson.
Yeah. Well, I think that less so on the for film fans, absolutely. But for the regular audience member, that's what they were going there for. And then if you're going to spend your money on Hercules, you're like, well, do I spend it on Hercules or do I spend it on Guardians of the Galaxy, which comes out next week? Yeah. So a lot of people made just help back and said, you know what, I'm either going to see Black Widow fight in a movie, or I'm going to hold off and watch Guardians and Brett Ratner.
Yeah, I mean, I also want to, I'm going to buy these numbers also because I'm happy that Apes is still in the top three.
Still on it, baby.
Because right here, everybody.
One of my favorite movies of the summer. No
yeah,
question.
I think it was. I still stand by the fact that this is one of the best movies of the year. I loved this movie so much, and the fact that the word of mouth has, I think, at this point, propelled this movie to maintain its status in the top three. It's so well deserved, and if you haven't seen it yet, I mean, I can't imagine anybody hasn't seen it at this point. Go see it again. I don't know. I feel like this is a movie I would probably go see that again before I would go see Hercules.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of factors that play into it. I think people have fatigue when it comes to sword and sandal epics. I just don't think anyone's that interested in it. Scarlett Johansson, as you guys said, she has massive star power. Yeah. At the Avengers panel, the audience booed when they knew that she wasn't going to be there because everyone really wanted to see her. She's such a great actress, great action hero. I also want to point out this is the 5th female-fronted film of the year to win the box office. And 50% of the audience were teenage girls and women, and that section of the audience is becoming more and more powerful. So I think hopefully Hollywood will take a look at this summer, which is box office has been down 20% this summer.
It's a bad summer.
So maybe they'll have a look at it and they'll go, hey, there is a market. Women obviously want to see other women in movies. They're becoming really powerful at the box office. Maybe we should create some really interesting lead roles for these actresses and give them a go.
You know what's interesting about what you're saying too is that if you look at the other film this summer that brought out that audience, it was Fault in Our Stars, which is completely different than this. So it's not just about like having women in main roles, it's about creating like diverse stories and dynamism in the box office.
Absolutely.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.